Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be trying out this new Givenchy foundation that has almost 5 stars on Sephora. Granted, there are 20 reviews, which for Sephora is not that many, but for 20 reviews to almost be 5 stars, I think that's pretty awesome. Figured I would test this out because it is a Velvet Radiant Mattifying foundation, so I'm really excited to test it out. As you can tell, it is it's 4th of July. I'm going to be putting this to the test, wearing it out and about, seeing how long it lasts, and seeing if it can last on some oily skin and keep me matte throughout the day. If you're excited for this video, then definitely keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and let's just go ahead and get started. So this is the box that the foundation comes in. I think it's a pretty standard box. I feel like all of Givenchy's foundation boxes look the same, but this is a really nice glass bottle. It has some weight to it. The plastic even feels really nice, so it just looks really pretty. It just feels luxurious, which it should, because this foundation is $54, which is pretty pricey. As most of you know, I love my drugstore foundations, so this better be really good. It does have SPF 20 and 1 fluid ounce, which is standard. So I'm going to try this 2 different ways. We're going to use a sponge from L'Oreal and also a brush. We're going to see which side I like better, and let's see a little bit more. It says it's a medium sheer coverage, which I like a full coverage finish, but still we're gonna try it out. It says it's a satin matte radiant natural foundation. So I'm just going to quickly put on my regular primer. So we have the primer water by Smashbox and the Kane & Austin mattifying primer. The shade I'm going to be using today is 06 Matte Gold. I'm guessing that's what it says on the bottom, and it does have a nice pump to it. Put it on my widescreen forehead so you can see. So the first side I'm going to do is the sponge. So I'm using my favorite L'Oreal sponge, and we're going to do this side with the sponge. This smells like apples. I don't like the smell of apples, but it's not too strong, but you could definitely smell it when you put it on your skin. Yeah, this is definitely a medium coverage foundation. Like I told you guys, I'm more of a full coverage finish kind of person, but I did still want to try this out since it had such good reviews. And since I do bring my concealer down like this, it does add just a little bit more coverage, so we'll see how that looks. So that's one layer. I do think it looks really pretty. I feel like it's oxidizing just a little bit. It's going a little bit more orange on me. But it does look nice on the skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing foundation, but as you can see, all of this is still pretty exposed. I mean, it looks okay on camera, but in person, it's definitely there. And this is oxidizing more and more as time goes on. All right, so let's try brush now. See if maybe we can get a little bit more coverage. You get the same amount of coverage with each tool. Like, it's both medium. I am not liking how this is oxidizing. You see how it's like oxidizing on my neck? It does look really pretty on the skin. So that's what the foundation looks like, with just one layer on each side. Okay, so I do think you get a little bit more coverage with the brush. But it is a like natural matte finish. I'm going to see if I can add a little bit more coverage to this cheek over here. Since the brush seems to give a little bit more coverage. So I think a brush is like the way to go with this product. Let's take this back in the hairline. It doesn't look bad, like the coverage, if you just want to build it up a little bit more on your problem areas, but if you have severe redness, you'll probably want to stick away from this, just because it's not going to give you that full coverage finish unless that's something that you don't want. It does feel really lightweight on the skin. It's not accentuating pores. Looks really pretty. I like it. And it's not like powdery or anything. It really does just look like a second layer of skin. Now, when I take my concealer down like this, it's going to add a little bit more coverage, and it's also going to lighten up this foundation a little bit, which is what we need. In a weird way, this kind of feels like a tightening effect. Like, you know, when you put on mattifying primers and it kind of like tightens just a little bit, this feels like it's tightening just a tad, which is not bad, but it's a little different, maybe because it's just drying down really quickly. It's like completely dry now. It's definitely dried down to like a velvet finish, which is what the foundation is supposed to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply some concealers, lighten this up, hopefully look a little less orange. Okay, so this is what the foundation and concealer combo looks like. You could tell you could see a little bit more of the orange color, which is why I kind of drag my concealer down to blend to make sure we don't have any lines. But so far, it's looking okay. I don't know if I'm obsessed with the foundation just yet, but the concealer wasn't hard to blend out, and it still does look like skin. It doesn't look super heavy or anything. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, finish the rest of my makeup, set my face, put on bronzer, foundation, bronzer, foundation. I'm gonna put on bronzer, just a little bit, probably just contour my face, apply those products and some highlight and lip product, and then I'll be back to give you guys another update before we wear this throughout the day. So this is what the foundation looks like with all the other products added on. Let me know what you guys think. I actually think it looks pretty good. I don't think it looks bad. It is pretty, it's definitely on the matte side. Everything went on really well, blended really well, and so far I like it, and it's really not accentuating my pores or anything like that. I do feel like it kind of makes my chin look a little like older right here, if you can see. But so far I do like it. I don't have anything bad to say as of now, so hopefully this does last quite a while. So right now it is currently 3:30 and I'm about to go head out and do some things, and I will update you guys a little bit later. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Hey guys, so we're back, and I'm going to share with you what time it is real quick before my phone dies because I'm at 1%. So it's 12:19 right now. I don't remember what time I left you guys, but I just got back from watching fireworks and everything for the 4th of July. My lipstick's like worn off. My hair's a mess. But I figured I would go ahead and give you guys a little update on this foundation. I have not blotted or anything throughout the night. I honestly have not like really looked at my face because all the bars I've been in have been so dark. So you know when the bars are dark and you look real cute because it's dark, you just can't really tell how your foundation looks. That's what's been happening. I just haven't felt like I've needed to blot because I didn't look super shiny, which right now I do look pretty shiny, but not as bad as some foundations look on me. Definitely around the nose is a little questionable. Like it looks a little rough. Let's just zoom you guys in. This is what the foundation looks like after these few hours of wear. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it hasn't broken up on my nose, which is great. Has broken up just a little bit on my chin area right here. You guys could probably see that. Hasn't broken up on my forehead. My forehead still looks okay. I think if I were to blot the excess oil away and just like the product that's sitting on my skin, it would look a lot better, especially in the nose area. Like I need that to be blotted ASAP. But for the most part, it really doesn't look that bad. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, of course, I don't have blotting sheets right here. I feel like I say that every single time, but I really don't. And I also cleaned out my purse the other day and I didn't have blotting sheets in there. So I obviously need to like purchase some more from Palladio on like Amazon or something because they're not in Ulta anymore. I mean, my contour, my highlight, and my blush is still, I mean, my contour is going strong. Girl. I did use this Tarte Clay Play palette and I've been really liking it. I mean, look at that. Of course, I'm oily because I'm an oily girl, but it really doesn't look as bad as I thought it would look. Will I say it's like my ultimate favorite? Probably not, but it really is not that bad. I mean, it lasted amazing throughout the day. I will say it's not that hot up here, so if it is very humid and hot where you are, might be a different story. I, of course, moved from Georgia to New York, so the weather is like a 180, honestly. What I'm going to quickly do is take this Kat Von D blotting powder in the shade medium with a duo fiber brush, and I'm just going to lightly go over these areas just because I want to see what it looks like if you add a little bit of powder on top. It is pretty lightweight. It's a pretty lightweight foundation. Like I didn't feel like I was wearing heavy makeup when I was out. I always recommend blotting before you apply powder. I have to say, I don't think this is like my favorite powder. I don't know. I'm not obsessed with it. I used it in a video yesterday. Wasn't obsessed with it, and I use it now and I'm not really like feeling it. I do think the foundation looks okay. Again, we're having some issues here in the nose area that I really feel like just needs to get a good blot in and get that excess product off. I think it's so hard to really love drugstore foundations and then try to find a high-end one that you're obsessed with that's like worth the price. Like the Natasha Denona Foundation X one, I love that. I think it's amazing, but this one I am on the fence about. I'm more of a like full coverage or nothing type of person, but this did build up really nicely and it feels really good on the skin. So personally, I give it a thumbs up. Would I repurchase it if I ran out of it? Probably not, just because I'm not overly impressed by it, especially for the price. I still love like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus and the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse a little bit better, but this is a really nice foundation. I don't think it's bad at all, and I think it looks good on the skin. I think it's going to be all about if you want to try it out or not. I would definitely go get a sample if your Sephora has a has Givenchy in it. If it doesn't and you want to spend the money and try it out, I say give it a go because it's really not a bad purchase. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think it's a 5-star foundation? I think it is a really great foundation. I could see why people give it 5 stars, but I would give it probably like a 4. I would give it like a 4. 5-star, it wouldn't be breaking up right here on my chin and get a little cakey in here. But for the most part, it was a really great foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!